brings us to the birthplace of rock and roll, Cleveland, Ohio, where the ceremonial guitar has been smashed, and that means we are set for football at Huntington Bank Field. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Cleveland Browns. On the visiting sideline, their head coach. His guys ready to get this one going. His counterpart on the other side, the head coach of the home team. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Cleveland. Oh, good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And leading them out is their fifth-year quarterback.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
To throw, Williams. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. But backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Looking to throw is Williams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And a big 32-yard play on third. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Mason going to get it on first down. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. To the air, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing is Williams. This taken in by Kincaid. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
That's a big conversion there on third down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a first and goal.
And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Saints are on the board here first in the season opener.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And here are the Browns for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be second down. Quickly complete into the right flat. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Williams. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. To throw, it's Williams. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he'll take this all the way up to the 38-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Off the play fake, it's Williams. He'll get this into the hands of the Doomsday. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 41-yard line. Looking to throw. Williams. There's a short one caught by Johnson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Back to throw. Williams. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Working out of the gun, Williams. And he's got it. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. He'll try to pick it up, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Caleb Williams taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in Week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Lutz with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Second drive coming up here for Cleveland as they return to the field on offense. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Shelton. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
Looking to throw. Shelton. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They've needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Shelton. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 28.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back to throw. Shelton. It's complete on the bubble screen. That's Hall. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 2nd and 2. 1st down marker at the 5-yard line. A carry here for the big tight end. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw. Shelton. And check down complete to Hall. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Off play action. Shelton. Throw right side taken in by the tight end Gray. Touchdown. Noah Gray. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have got it back to within a score. There you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
And he had a strong rookie year. So much more expected of him this one, as you might imagine. He threw that one with confidence and assuredness.
And I noticed that the celebration a little bit more subdued than his first touchdown pass last year as a rookie.
Yeah, he certainly is acting like he's done it before.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Brown with his stick skills. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Saints again ready to go on offense.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Williams. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A pass complete to Odunze. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. In motion goes the tight end. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown from 19 yards away. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game, and no signs of slowing down.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. With the football going back over now to the Cleveland Browns. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Ball again on 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Looking to throw. Shelton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Paul again. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. 32 yards. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. And I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Saints offense and Rome Odunze is set to take over once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play as borne out by the numbers. In motion, the tight end. Now Williams throwing to start the drive. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Here's 2nd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a first down. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And incomplete on the deep ball. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. He's going deep for Brown. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Marquise Brown, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Saints will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Lutt's good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Browns now going to take over late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. There's a short one caught by Fannin, and they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And now he'll stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. A throw out wide, going to be incomplete. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Browns are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Fairbairn now to add the extra point. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
And with only 9 seconds remaining and not much time, we'll see how they play this.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back to throw now on 1st down. He's going to throw one up for the end zone.
Oh, and that is incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. The show you love to love, back for another year. A busy week 1 of football. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now. We begin at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. The Chargers at home for an AFC West tilt against Kansas City. And this is the former Gator, Chim DK. He's going to run a deep route, look it in, and he's gone. 71 yards to the house. The Chargers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. Time for a look here at the rest of the games going on and what's to come here in week 1 of the new NFL season. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we send you back out to Brandon and...
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout.
The Browns drive about to get started. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Shelton. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. And now timeout is whistled as it appears there's a Brown shaken up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now that brings up 4th down there. A loss of 6 yards on the sack. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Taken from just outside the 30. A 46-yard punt, 8 yards on the return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
To throw, Williams. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Completes it to Coleman. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a first down again. Hands it off out of the gun. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Williams. He'll look middle here and get it to Odunze. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Williams. Touchdown, Saints! Rome Odunze. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Saints have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Lutz with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Gets around him. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out. You know they wanted, you know they expected. They needed him to be sharp coming out after the half. Unfortunately, he's missed his first 3 throws. I wonder if he got out late and missed his warm-up time.
The whole team did come out a little bit later than usual. I don't know, maybe there's something to that.
Must have been a heck of a halftime speech.
Yeah, maybe just trying to rally the troops back from this deficit. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Saints offense and Caleb Williams set to go to work once more. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time I look and repeat that in Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
A solid gain of 7 yards that time on the keeper and a first down. Looking to throw is Williams. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Coleman. 2nd and 7. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. To throw, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. The Browns offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Throwing to start the drive. Shelton. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Shelton. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Pass caught by Famine. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here's Hall again.
And this time they were ready for him as they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Shelton.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 6.
Operating from the gun. Shelton. That is caught. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
They'll run with Hall.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Shelton. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Looking middle, and that's complete. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. Okay, so thought they might go for it here down late. Instead, they trot out the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Saints. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Shelton. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Open man, the tight end Fannin. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Browns first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. From the 41, here's 2nd down at 7. Hall want to give up the middle. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Looking to throw. Shelton. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Shelton. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10.
Back to throw again. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he'll get inside the 10, but he's short of the line he needed. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. The offense on third down, they've been flat getting it done. 8 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Off the play fake, it's Williams. A short throw pulled in by Kincaid. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 45-yard line.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Saints. First down.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year,